So, lads, the All-Star game was last night, and as you guys can see, I am not in the greatest state. I'm not in the greatest state. I'm just exhausted. 4 nights in a row of working late. It's not been it's not been fun. It's not been fun at all. It is what it is. But I'm gonna be very happy for 2 nights of going to bed at a reasonable hour. And if you guys did enjoy the old weekend's coverage, subscribe. We are trying to hit 50. Well, we're trying to hit 60K as soon as we can. We're not going to hit it anytime soon. But thank you guys for all the support recently. Went from 54 to 55K in about a week. So thank you guys. But anyway, Paige Bueckers, who is a player on Team Collier, who had didn't do much. Didn't really do much in the All-Star game, for being honest. Did not do much. However, Paige Bueckers then said this talking about the basketball, and I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong with this.
What do you think Coach Auriemma would say about the defense being played in this game?
Just complete awful, disturbing demonstration of basketball on both ends of the floor. Actually, we're making a lot of shots, but it's probably because our defense is trash. So
Good stuff.
And I mean, I'm not going to lie. She's not wrong. She's absolutely not wrong. Yesterday was a disturbing display of basketball. Absolutely was a disturbing display. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was one of the worst games of basketball in the history of basketball. It was the NBA All-Star game without the cool dunks. That's literally what it was. Imagine all the worst parts of the NBA All-Star game. All the worst parts of the NBA All-Star game. And in the one kind of cool thing, the cool dunks. You take away the cool dunks. It's at the stage now. And by the way, a lot of people are saying, oh, this was the worst year for them to do this because they're wearing the t-shirts and everything. At the end of the day, look, that's what All-Star games are. We can have so many discussions about whether or not teams should try in All-Star games. And people were like, oh, they tried last year because the players were like, oh, we had a longer break. But I mean, the Team USA players tried last year because they didn't want to lose to outside of Dewana Bonner and Jonquel Jones, an entire team of snubs. An entire team of people who got snubbed from your team. They didn't want to lose to them. And the snubs wanted to beat Team USA. And then it helped as well. The Cheryl Reeve was coaching Team USA, and there was a narrative about Caitlin Clark should have been on the team, and they wanted the full court presser and everything. And look, last year's All-Star game was one of the most fun games of the year. This year's All-Star game was unwatchable. We said it, it drove me to drinking. It drove me to drinking. I have probably drank as much last night as I have in the last 3 months. And I probably drank more last night than I did in the year 2024. That's how bad this game was. You know the game is bad when it drives somebody that did not drink for a large or has not drank for a large chunk of the last 3 or 4 years back to drinking. But it was real bad. It was real bad. And I think in general that it was not a good look. Again, a lot of people are like, oh, it was the worst thing to do in the CBA. I don't necessarily think that matters. I don't think their CBA is going to be dependent on whether or not the players try in the All-Star game. Unpopular opinion, I don't think the CBA is based on that. And I think that the players are completely allowed to chill a little bit. I just want to see 30% effort. I said it going into the game, and I'm like before the game, one of the things, I think one of the biggest problems was when it was Rebecca Lowe before the game, they were the players put in much more. She's there on commentary saying the players put in much more effort than, basically, the players put in more effort than the NBA players. And we didn't see it. We didn't see it. We saw that they just did not want to, didn't really want to be there on the court. They wanted to go out and drink at night. And to be fair, you've heard of NBA players doing the same thing. You've heard of NBA players like like all the stories of Kevin Martin. During his entire career, he like tried to make sure that he wasn't an all-star. If he was scoring too many points, he'd just be like, yeah, tonight I can't score that many points. I want my weekend off. I don't want to be an all-star. And then also, I do think you can make the argument that there is an issue with the fact that the players are like, they have a game in like 2 or 3 days. So there is no rest, there is no holiday. They just want the time off. They just want, let's be real, they want to piss up. They want to piss up. Like, this is the American version of the basketball intervarsities. If you guys don't know what basketball intervarsities is, it's the National College Championship in Ireland. So college sports don't matter in Ireland. So all the best players are playing for club teams, they're playing for things, and the intervarsities is on it's like near enough the end of the season, but it used to be on during the season. So like, it would be just a weekend off during the season. You're meant to be playing basketball for the National College Championships, but in the end, it becomes the Hangover Olympics. And that's realistically what the game was. Caitlin didn't want to be at the game. She wanted to have fun at the weekend. Paige hit a 4-pointer to start it and then just chilled. Then she just chilled. At least Fee went and won her MVP. She broke the record. Skylar Diggins was just trying. Like, I mean it when I say it. Like, Skylar Diggins was not even that good. Or, sorry, Skylar Diggins was just like running around in circles. She was running around in circles and then eventually was just like, yeah, let me just throw this pass to someone for a layup. Let me just consistently throw passes to people for layups. That was Skylar Diggins. That's all Skylar Diggins did. She was just running around, throwing the ball to people for layups and wide open threes. And in fairness, they made shots. And at least last night was a sign that, which everyone who knows basketball knows, but, some WNBA fans don't. Like, I remember literally someone was like, oh, I'd beat 80% of WNBA players in a three-point contest. It was in my chat. I'm like, yeah, no, you wouldn't. Like, you do realize that, like, if the best WNBA players face the best NBA players in a three-point contest, like, it is absolutely close. It's absolutely a close one. Like, there was obviously, was it 2014? Was it 2014 college three-point shootout? Where Shawnee Schimmel won. She won. She won the whole thing. Like, she beat whoever won the men's championship. And in fairness, like, whatever happened to Shawnee Schimmel? Because she was absolutely money. Like, she won an All-Star Game MVP as well. She's only 33. She was an All-Star as a rookie and as a second-year player. And it only lasted... Did she get hurt? No, she suffered concussion and made her miss time. I was about to say, I was like, whatever happened to her? One, her being an all-star averaging 7 points per game was kind of crazy. But, like, all of these players, like, Ali Quigley would give NBA players a run for their money. Sabrina Ionescu, I think, would beat... If they had... I mean this. If they had the NBA and the WNBA players in a three-point contest, I think there's a non-zero chance that the WNBA player wins. Like, that's how good they are. And we saw yesterday, like, Fee Collier, who's shooting 30% from three, was hitting fours like it was nothing. Sabrina Ionescu, who's shooting 30% from three, was shooting fours like it was nothing. So, look, it was an absolutely awful display of basketball, but at least the players showed that they have some skill. But anyway, see you guys.